You ever scrolling online and suddenly there it is, a video that feels like it's speaking directly to you? You know the one, a personal message maybe from God promising some huge breakthrough? Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull one of these viral messages apart, piece by piece, to really understand the powerful formula that makes them just so incredibly compelling.
So you gotta ask, right? Why are these messages so powerful? What is it about this specific format that just connects with so many people on such a deep level? To figure that out, we really need to look at how they're built, starting from the very first thing you hear.
Okay, let's just dive right into this. The message doesn't ease you in at all. Bam! It starts with this immense pressure, these huge stakes. It's framed as your last chance for the greatest blessing of your entire life. This isn't just some casual post. It's an urgent, personal appointment with destiny that you absolutely cannot afford to miss.
And that brings us to the first key element here, the way it creates this immediate, almost intimate, and incredibly urgent connection. It just cuts through all the noise and speaks directly to you, maybe in a moment when you really need to hear it.
But here's the really clever part. Before it makes any of these grand promises, the message first builds trust. And how does it do that? By focusing completely on your pain. It works to show you that it sees you, that it gets your specific struggles, and that creates this powerful foundation of empathy. And just look at the way these struggles are described. The language is so universal, but it feels deeply, deeply personal. Hidden pains, carrying so much in silence. These phrases are designed to make you feel completely seen, totally understood, maybe in a way you haven't felt in a long, long time. That right there, that's the hook. So once that foundation of trust is there, once you feel like, okay, this gets me, the message pivots. It moves from your past pain to your immediate future. It offers the reward. And listen to the language here. It's so important. It's not soon or someday, it's right now. It is here. This sense of immediacy is absolutely crucial. The relief isn't some distant hope you're waiting for. It's presented as something that is happening this very moment. And the scope of this breakthrough, it's huge. It's not just one little thing. We're talking about everything. Your finances, your health, your relationships, your sense of purpose. By promising this total life transformation, the message hits on pretty much every possible source of anxiety a person could have, which makes the offer almost impossible to ignore. But this incredible blessing isn't just handed over. It requires something from you, the listener. The message now gives you a really clear call to action, a set of instructions you have to follow to get that promise. Now, these instructions are pretty profound, but they're laid out so simply. Release, forgive, give up, and trust. This is brilliant because it turns you from just a passive listener into an active participant. It gives you a sense of control and a clear spiritual roadmap to follow. The message is also really smart. It knows what you're thinking. It anticipates that natural skepticism, that little voice of your inner critic. It knows you're probably thinking, but am I really worthy of all this? After everything? And it meets that doubt head on. So, this is the counterattack. It systematically dismantles all that negative self-talk. It literally identifies the exact lies we tell ourselves about not being enough, and then it counters every single one with this powerful affirmation of unconditional love and acceptance. This isn't just simple reassurance, it's a complete reframing of your entire identity. We can actually give this technique a name, divine reassurance. Its whole purpose is to disarm that internal critic, to remove those final barriers to belief, and to make you completely receptive to the hope that's being offered. So when you put all of these pieces together, you start to see it, right? It's not just a random collection of comforting words. It's a highly effective, repeatable communication formula that's designed to guide a listener on a very specific emotional journey.
Let's just walk through it one more time. It starts with a high-stakes hook to grab you. Then, it validates your problem, your pain, to build that critical trust. Next, it offers the promise of an immediate, all-encompassing breakthrough. It gives you a condition, a simple action to take. And finally, it reinforces the whole thing by silencing your own inner doubts. It's a step-by-step process.
And here's the real key takeaway. The structure itself is the message. It's the secret sauce. It creates this complete, satisfying story arc in just a couple of minutes, taking you from feeling alone and stuck to feeling seen, valued, and empowered with a clear path forward. And that kind of leaves us with one final big thought. The viral success of this very specific formula, it isn't just about religion. It's about a deep, universal human need for clarity, for hope, and for that feeling of being personally understood in what can be a really noisy and confusing world. So the real question is, what does its wild popularity tell us about what we're all really searching for?